Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. If you guys like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and that would really help me out. So there's some really awesome live racing cars in this game that just beat the pants off of everybody. There's other cars in this game that cannot win a live race if their life depended on it. But say you have one of these really awesome cars that just blows the door off of every single person you live race. After you hit so many wins, it's going to get pushed into a faster lobby. So many more wins, it's going to get pushed into the faster lobby. And eventually, that car is not going to be capable of winning anymore. All you got to do at that point is reset the car, and it'll push it back into the slower lobbies where it can beat everybody easily again. So there's two techniques to make that happen. Number one is probably the fastest, I would say, because you can use the car again in the same day. Number two, you're going to have to let the car sit for a while. I prefer number two because I got plenty of live racing cars. But number one, you're just going to have to go in and lose a whole bunch of live races while running slower than your dyno time. If you run faster than your dyno time, that car might not get reset. So you want to go in and lose sometimes 20, sometimes 30. It may take up to 50 losses depending on how many times you've been pushed into the faster lobbies. So that kind of sucks because that's very time consuming and it takes a lot of gas. But if you lose enough races running slower than your dyno time, you will be reset into a really slow lobby where you can just beat everybody again, and you can use the car again on the same day. Alright, so that's technique number one. Technique number two, which I just did to this, I set this car all the way back to stage 4. I took on my stage 5 and I took my stage 6 parts off. I refit stage 4 parts on this car. Now all I need to do is go into live racing and lose 5 or 6 live races in a row running slower than the car's dyno time. And then I just have to let the car set for about a week or two, and bam, this car has been reset. So in 2 weeks or a week when I go to drive this again, all I got to do is refit my stage 5 and refit my stage 6 parts onto this car, and it's back to being a live racing beast to where it beats everybody. The only problem is if you don't have any other good live racing cars, it's going to be a problem to let this car sit for a week or two. But I've got a whole garage. I just moved all my favorite live racing cars into this garage. For example, you can see this one's down to 650 Evo points. So this one's been reset. This guy's been reset, and this guy's been reset, and these have all set for around a week. So all of these are ready to put the stage 6 parts back on and destroy everybody else in live racing again. And then unfortunately I've got this car right here, which is in the Supermax lobby. It runs a 7.2. Due to the fact that it's already in the fastest lobby possible, I don't ever have to reset this car. So that's actually pretty nice to have one of these really fast cars. But all these other 5 cars have to constantly be reset after winning too many live races with them, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But it's pretty easy just to refit the stage 4 parts, go in, lose some races, and let one of these set for a week because I got plenty of other cars I can drive while one is being reset. So anyways, before I start babbling on too much, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. Those are the two techniques for resetting your car. I will say somebody told me once, actually a couple people have told me, you can just go in there, lose those live races, you can retune, lose 5 or 6 live races, put your parts back on, and you're ready to go in the same day. I just tested that out, and that is false. All right, this car was put right back into a lobby where it can't win any live races again. So if you don't let the car set, it doesn't reset. You got to let it set for at least a week after retuning that car and losing those live races. If you just go in and lose 5 or 6 live races, put your parts back on and try and race again, it does not reset. I just tested that today, which means I got to go in and re-lose another 5 or 6 live races, unfortunately. But, alright, you got to let that car set for a couple weeks. So anyways, I think that wraps up this video, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.